I was just sitting back, looking at some stuff on the internet, and as a curandero, as a healer, I'm always looking at issues and what's the latest thing out there that can help people to heal themselves in the realm of alternative medicines. And I came across some stuff, and I've come across it before, but it just got to the point right now that it's really frustrating to see. And I wasn't planning on doing this video, but I decided I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway because I think there's things that need to be said. And if I don't say them, maybe nobody else will say them, or maybe they will, but at least my responsibility, my ability to respond is well and good. So I'm gonna take advantage of it, and I'm gonna respond to this what I found on the internet. I was looking at some of these society, a breast cancer society, these organizations to help women who have breast cancer. I was particularly focusing on breast cancer because iodine is very important in the prevention of breast cancer. So I was looking at some things for iodine because I was gonna rewrite my post on iodine, and so I came across these, the Society of Breast Cancer, you know, I forget what the name of it was. It doesn't matter because there's probably dozens of them out there. So to name one doesn't, you have to look at all of them. They're probably all saying the same thing. So I was reading this one article where it said that it was talking about breast cancer and how they wanted to help and how loving and kind they were and why they were doing this because their heart is into it, or maybe because they know a loved one who went through breast cancer, or they went through it themselves, and they decided that they wanted to devote their lives to helping people. You know, frankly, a bunch of bullshit. They're just trying to actually either make money or whatever, but they're not. Their heart isn't into it because of this one fact, as far as I'm concerned. There's probably others. They they were listing in there that which women have breast cancer, right? The most, and they broke it down into ethnic groups. So white women had the highest rate of breast cancer, and it was something like 13.6% of the white female population in the United States has breast cancer. And then it went to the next group, was highest group after that was black women at like 12.5% of the female of the of 13.6% of white women have cancer, and 12.5% of black women have cancer. And then they're saying that they stated in one line, they said, black women have a lesser percentage of breast cancer than white women. And when you hear that, you think that, well, right away you're going to think, wow, well, it's not as bad for black women as it is for white women because they have a lower percentage of breast cancer, right? What they fail to tell you is that white women make up 74.6% of the female population in the United States, and black women make up 13.4% of the female population of the United States. Now, when you take that into consideration, the rate of cancer among black women is extremely higher per capita than amongst white women. So this makes it sound like, well, black women don't have it as bad as white women. I'm not trying to make this a racial issue or anything like that. Whether it's a racial issue or not, whether it's a deception, it's a clear deception. I mean, you can't deny it. It's right there. Look them up and you'll see. Look these organizations up and you'll see. As far as I'm concerned, it's deception. It makes you think, well, we need to really focus on white women because they have the higher percentage. They got about almost 1% higher rate of breast cancer than black women do. But they make up 74.4%, 74 point, I think it's 74.4 or 74.6% of the female population. You know how many millions of people, and then black women make up only 13.5. I mean, they're not even half. They're if you were to compare it, I would say probably they're maybe one. Well, if you take, I don't know what the percentages are, but it's less than a quarter. It's almost like a sixth of the population. It's like if black women were like 60 million, and it's probably higher than that. Black women are like maybe 12 million, something to that effect. And they're making it sound like, the breast cancer rate is higher among white women than it is among black women. That's not true. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One of the reasons for that is because white women, because they can burn so easy in the sun, they can absorb, they can absorb a lot more of the sun than a woman of a darker complexion. Like a white woman can absorb a lot more vitamin D3 than a Hispanic, brown race, a woman, and a black woman can absorb less than a brown woman. And compare a black woman to a white woman just stands in the sun 5 minutes and she's burnt. So she's going to get a lot more. She gets a lot more vitamin D3 than a black woman does. And in a study done of women with breast cancer, they have found that all of them had a severe deficiency of vitamin D3 and iodine. And you get vitamin D3 from the sun. But because all of us are going from an air-conditioned house to an air-conditioned car to an air-conditioned job or school, and we go to an air-conditioned supermarket, we never get out to get any sun, and we don't think about taking a supplement. So I'm calling out there to all Hispanic and black women to really have your doctors check. They're not going to check your iodine level, but I guarantee you that your iodine level is low because it's been taken out of the food chain. So you're going to have to get some iodine, and you're going to have to get some vitamin D3. So get these two, and where you get them is you can get them at my website, but you can get them anywhere else you want. I don't care. But I'll throw my website out there because, I got the website out there, to help me to be able to pay my expenses and be able to, to continue doing my work as a holistic healer. My website is organicherbsforlife.com. And you can go in there and you could buy iodine. It's called nascent or atomic iodine. You put it in your mouth, goes directly into your bloodstream. It doesn't have to be processed by the thyroid. And you could get vitamin D3 also. But more than that, you can get a 15-minute consultation if you want to talk to me. The information is there. Or you can write me. You could send me an email, which I will answer. I'm here to be able to answer questions about what the needs are of our community. And that's what I'm about. I'm about relieving the pain and suffering in the world. It is my business. It is the way that I make my money to buy my food and to buy supplies, to be able to continue doing the work that I do. But my primary objective is to reduce the pain and suffering among those who are at a disadvantage first and then the rest, because I'm not excluding anybody. I am completely egoless, and I have no conceptual viewpoints of any kind towards any people. But I will help those that find themselves at a disadvantage, and that's what I'm referring to here when I mention this thing about the percentages. Okay, so keep that in mind. But if you have fibrocystic breast disease, or you have any kind of cyst, ovarian or uterine cyst, you have an iodine deficiency. Okay? So if you want to contact me, you can contact me, and I will be able, and I will take the time to talk to you. I say it's a 15-minute consultation, a free 15-minute consultation, but usually it ends up being more. And if it has to be, it has to be. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Peace.